everything you need and all that extra stuff. Let's talk about it. We're going to focus on DSLR and mirrorless type systems today. A DSLR is a digital single lens reflex. So what that means is that there's a mirror down here and a mirror up here that reflect the image taken from the lens straight to your viewfinder. Whereas a mirrorless system does not require any of that. So the viewfinder is fully digital, and as you change your settings, you will see it in real time. The first thing to know about purchasing a camera system like this, they don't always come kitted or bundled. What does that mean? That means you're going to need to buy, to make sure you have a functioning camera, you're going to buy your camera body, which does come with a battery. You're going to buy a lens that is the correct matching mount type for your camera body. And then you're going to end up buying a SD or CF card. So this is a prime lens, and a prime lens means that it does not zoom. This is 50 millimeters all day, every day. Zoom cameras allow you to change focal length. So this, I believe, is a 35 to 80, and it'll be listed on the interior ring of the lens. So I can zoom in, zoom out, and have all that extra kind of fun. I don't think that there's one that's better than the other. I think zoom lenses are easiest to start with. If you find yourself always in one focal length and you find a prime lens that suits you later down the line, go for it. But those are the differences between them. The battery that comes with your camera will list its make type. So this is an NP FC100 battery. This is the Sony one. There are off-brand batteries that you can get as backups. They may have a reduced battery life, but extra batteries are extra batteries. I get about 30 to 45 minutes from camera on, recording until dead with the default battery. So on days when I have longer shoot times, or if I'm recording a process that I just can't risk having a battery change during, I switch to this bad boy. So you can see it's got some mounting screws back here and its connection point. So this can mount into a battery plate that I do have at work on a shoulder rig with rails. I connect it to the camera through this little guy. It's just a battery adapter. It's got a little DTAP plug down here. It goes in here. This goes in the bottom of the camera, and I'm ready to go. I've had this battery last me 3 days. I highly recommend these if you know you're going to have a more intense, longer day shoots, or you're recording processes that you just don't want to run the risk of maybe losing power halfway through. A worthy investment. The next one on the list is everybody's favorite, the tried and true. You need a tripod. The number one thing I would caution you about whenever buying your tripod, you need to double check that whatever the weight capacity of the tripod head is matches your need. This camera by itself can go on pretty much any tripod, but once I put a cage around this with an external monitor, my microphone setup on my shoulder mounted rig with rails and the battery plate and the battery, it gets really, really heavy. So I have to make sure that the tripod it's on is rated for that. If you have a mismatch, you run the chance of injuring yourself, injuring your team members, damaging your camera equipment, damaging whatever it is you're videoing. So just double check that all the weights match. The last thing that I'm going to talk about, we also talk about in the light video, a bounce. So a collapsible bounce, mine has this soft white side and this foiled silver side. They come in gold foil and black negative fill as well, in several shapes, sizes, and conditions. I like the collapsible one because it has a little bag it can go into. I can clip it onto my backpack for work. It fits on planes pretty easy. But if you don't have external lights and you don't have as much control over the ambient lighting in your area, having something to bounce light back, very, very important. That's my crash course on